this video, we're going to look at what happens when we need to find both the mean and the standard deviation. Again, we're using the same formula, but we're going to need to use it twice to form simultaneous equations. Let's look at this example. The heights of great spotted kiwi birds are normally distributed. The shortest 10% are under 44 centimeters tall, and the tallest 20% are more than 48 centimeters tall. Calculate the mean and standard deviation of the kiwi's heights. The first thing we should do is draw a normal distribution curve like this. We know that the bottom 10% or 0.1 is less than 44, and the top 20% or 0.2 is more than 48. So what we're going to get is we're going to get two equations. The first equation, we know that our x value is 44 minus our mean over our standard deviation, and the second one, we know that it is more than 48 minus the mean over the standard deviation. So we're going to need to find those two z values. To do this, we grab our calculator, we go into Stats, Distributions, Normal, and Inverse Normal. The first one, the tail is on the left, and the area is 0.1. Again, to find a z value, the standard deviation is always 1 and the mean is 0. This gives us an inverse normal value of negative 1.282. Note the negative there because it's very easy to miss. The second one, the area is on the right, and it has an area of 0.2. This gives us a z value of 0.842. Once we have both of these, we need to rearrange them so they're in a format that can be put into the calculator. The first thing we want to do is bring the standard deviation up from the bottom to here. It is currently being divided, so the opposite of this is timesing. So this is going to give us negative 1.282 standard deviations equals 44 minus the mean. Now, we want to get all the variables onto the same side, so the opposite of minusing the mean is adding the mean. So this is going to give us negative 1.282 standard deviations plus the mean is equal to 44. We follow the same principle with the other side. Now that we have these two simultaneous equations, we grab our calculator back and we go up into the main menu. We go into Equations, and this time we're going into Simultaneous because we've got two simultaneous equations. We have two unknowns, the standard deviation and the mean, and we type in the values. So we've got negative 1.282 standard deviations, we've got one mean, and this is equal to 44. The second line is exactly the same. We have 0.8416 standard deviations, one mean, and this equals 48. We press solve. The first values we put in was the standard deviations, so our standard deviation is 1.8835 and our mean is 46.414.